As a makeup rookie, fundamentals are important. And on this episode, Kimberly and Amaya of the Brown Beauty Co-op will take you on a crash course to discover the essentials plus how to use them. They have rounded up the must-have items which are easy for newbies to use and will explain the purpose of each product. This will help with your base makeup routine that gets you ready in minutes. So tune in now on YouTube. Also, we want to hear from you. So if you haven't left us a review yet, please head over to YouTube and let us know what your biggest takeaway from this episode is. Or let us know in general what you like about Style Access. Let's get to it because Style Access starts now. Well, welcome.
Hello.
Not a problem. So 3 quick questions before we dive into the frequently asked questions. If you could tell us your name, your company, a little bit about your company, and what qualifies you guys as experts to, tell things to our community.
Sure. So my name is Amaya Smith, and I am co-founder of the Brown Beauty Co-op and also founder of the Product Junkie, which focuses on natural hair and teaching women how to wear their hair in its natural state and finding the best products and making folks comfortable with wearing it, whether they're at work or, going out and whatever their lifestyle is.
Okay.
And what qualifies me as an expert? Well, all day long, all I do is talk about hair and think about hair. And I like to say I get to try all the products, so you don't have to try them.
Okay.
But I really look for brands and curating brands that really work effectively for natural hair, but also have really great brand story and really focus on really great ingredients that really work for our textures.
Okay. All right.
Hi, I am Kimberly Smith, and I'm the co-founder of the Brown Beauty Co-op and the founder of Marjani, which focuses on makeup and skin and body products. And what makes me an expert is that I curate the best in brown beauty from across the globe. So I'm always on a hunt for the next best thing and products that are effective and that are products that work for brown women.
Okay. All right, well, let's dive into these frequently asked questions.
Yes.
Okay, first one. Is there a proper order for applying makeup?
I would say there is. One, I like to start with saying I hate rules. And I think when it comes to rules and makeup, it limits us and it also intimidates a lot of people. So there might be, best ways of doing certain things, but I kind of want to eliminate there being, certain rules of engagement when it comes to makeup because it's meant to be fun. While you're trying to enhance certain things, it is first and foremost, it's supposed to be a fun process. But I do think when it comes to makeup, the first thing is that your skin is most important. So if you don't focus on your skin first, you're not going to be able to mask anything with makeup. And quite honestly, the makeup isn't going to look as good if the skin underneath isn't great. So I would first say when it comes to steps, make sure your skin prep is good and that you are using products that you love, and then the makeup, whatever you're wearing, is going to look great if you're putting it on a nice canvas.
Okay, so have a good foundation.
Yes.
Okay. Which makeup products should women splurge on the most?
That's a good question. I think foundation is your base, so don't be afraid to spend a little more on a good foundation, essentially, because that's what's going to cover basically 100% of your face. You can add on other things like shadow and lipstick, but making sure you have a good foundation that has good even coverage that is in your skin tone range. One is key. Gives you the type of coverage that you want and finish that you want as well too. So don't be afraid to actually spend on a decent foundation because it'll last you and it'll make the difference between sort of a regular face and, you know, standing out.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have 5 minutes to do my makeup. What can I do to make the most difference?
It's all about the eyes for sure. Just like play up the eyes. 5 minutes. You want to shape those brows, put some mascara on the lashes just to brighten up that eye and put on a bold lip.
Okay, and out the door.
And out the door.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about if you have jacked up skin though? In that 5 minutes, should you do anything?
Yeah, if you have,
I shouldn't say jacked up.
yeah, I would say if you have skin
Sorry.
that you feel that you want to, you know, do some correcting to,
Yes.
I would say that you can still do that quickly. One of the things that I like to do is mix foundation with moisturizer. So if you're really on the go, you know that you're not going to leave the house without moisturizer, put a little bit of your foundation in it, and then that will kind of it'll kind of act like a tinted moisturizer in a sense. So you can have that light foundation. You won't have that full coverage. It's not going to be a full beat, but it can be just a nice clean look, just kind of even things out. And then as you're going, you can just take the foundation and the little spots you have, just spot correct, and then just blend that out with your hands. And then that way you have your skin, and again, those brows, those lashes, and that lip, you're good to go.
Okay. And why does makeup peel?
You said, why does it peel?
It peel.
Oh, why does it appeal to folks?
No, does it peel off? I guess if you're not having like the proper foundation, it may peel off. I don't know. This was one of the questions. I'm just guessing.
That's a quality issue.
I think that goes back to skincare though too.
Okay.
Yeah, if you feel like you're getting well, first of all, you shouldn't ever have a foundation that you feel like is peeling or like rubbing or flaking off, which is why you should invest in foundation.
Yeah.
Going back to that.
Everything comes together.
But then going back to what Ken said, skincare is key. Sometimes people are using harsh ingredients to correct blemishes, and that can cause peeling in the skin as well too. And so if you're not either exfoliating or sloughing off the dead skin and then trying to put foundation on top of it, you may experience some of that peeling as well. So you want to make sure you're taking care of your skin and also exfoliating, so you're creating a smooth surface for the foundation to land on.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I make sure my makeup is not overdone and looks more natural?
You know, that is going to be something that's going to be kind of personal. Again, because, you know, it's not about rules. So if you want to have a full beat face, wear your full beat face with confidence. If you want something light and natural, you know it when you're applying. So as we were saying, like a quick 5-minute face, if you extend that to about 15 minutes, you might take a little bit more time in applying the foundation, and you know what kind of coverage you want. You want your skin to look like your skin. Only is just that clean all over face. And so I would say with foundation, you know, maybe one coat is just fine. Like if you're blending it in, you're not trying to mask yourself and look like something different. You're really just trying to look like yourself. So once you get that even coverage, you stop. Then you move to the next level. And when it goes to, you know, your lashes and your brows, again, you want everything to look like yourself, but without it. So you're just using the makeup to enhance it. So when it comes to your brows, you're not trying to create a brow. If you don't have them, it's different. But if you have brows, you're really just trying to fill in what you already have. And so it starts to, I guess, kind of look overdone if you're starting to literally paint on things that's not there. And so if you want a natural look, let your face be the guide. And like the makeup is just kind of going in and you're kind of like coloring the lines, if you will.
And what are some common makeup mistakes and what are some solutions to resolve them?
I would say not a mistake, but I think, you know, there's so much information about makeup out here now. So people watch a lot of YouTube and they think, well, I need to look like that, or that's how I have to do it. And people feel super pressured to have like a certain specific look. Similar to what Kimberly said, you know, you should go with what you're comfortable with, right? So also don't feel the need to like buy all the things that you saw on YouTube. That's why we create an experience here where you can come in, you can try different things in person. And you can really figure out what you like and what works for you, as opposed to just sort of going based off an influencer, right? So not a mistake, but just, you know, easy to do in the current climate where there's just a lot of content on makeup.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would say subscribing to anything that says Black women can't wear this, whatever that is.
Okay.
Black women can't wear red lipstick. Black women can't wear any bold lipstick. Black, whatever that is, throw that out the window. And I would say start from what is it that you want to do? What do you want to try? You know, again, have fun with it. Wear the bold lipstick. You know, wear blush. Black women can wear blush. We look beautiful in blush. You know, just try all the things that they've been saying that we can do. Throw that out and just really start to embrace color.
Okay. Make your own rules.
Yes, that's what we do all the time.
Okay. How do I keep mascara from smudging under my eye?
Yeah, I would say, you know, just leave the mascara, like don't put it on your bottom lash. Just leave it alone. I think that's the probably the biggest way to avoid that. I mean, and when you think about it, when you apply the mascara on your top lash, like all of a sudden your eyes just like brighten up. You really don't need to do it on your bottom.
Okay. And then last question, how do I choose the perfect lipstick color?
Well, I think similar to what Kim said, like don't limit yourself. What's great about having melanin and being pigmented is we can wear a lot of shades.
Anything.
We can wear almost anything.
Yes.
Like lipstick's kind of made for us.
Yeah.
We got a great palette, beautiful lips, beautiful skin tone. So don't be afraid to try something different. We get a lot of people who come in and say, well, I always wear this. And they come out with a totally different color, and it's like, that's the color that's your signature color, and you didn't even know it, right? So jump outside the box, try something different, and definitely try on the lipstick at the store, which is what we offer. A lot of times people swatch on their hands, and it's like, you got the lipstick here. We have a lot of brands that you can't find anywhere else. We can disinfect the lipstick, you can put it on, you can try it, and you can see it before you buy it. Yeah, definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies. I can't wait to dive into these segments we have.
Yes.
All right.
Excited.
Yes. More after the break. So we have Kimberly and Amaya. Okay. And so we want to know all about, you know, makeup, and especially what newbies need to know about makeup. So I guess just to dive in, what are some essentials that they would need to know?
I would say keep it simple. You know, there's no need, I know after watching YouTube, trying to do 7 to 10 steps just to have a nice, clean go-to face. Keep it simple and try to play up on something that you love about your face. So if it's your eyes, then play up on your eyes. If it's your lips, play up on your lips. If it's high cheekbones, play up on your cheekbones. So find a feature and play up on that and start there, and then you can kind of branch out from there.
Okay. Would you add anything?
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid to experiment. I think a lot of people are really hesitant about makeup and don't want to try new things, but because you're a newbie, there's no rules. So, you know, try different looks, try different shadows, try different lipsticks to really kind of find your groove and like what's your signature look.
Okay. So for everyday look, what do they need to know?
Well, I guess it depends on your setting. So if you're doing like a 9 to 5 versus your everyday is going, you know, doing errands, going to Target or something like that. Just figure out like what's appropriate for whatever it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. So if it's something where you can't be bold and you can't wear bold blue lipstick, but you still want to show some character and show some personality, try to find a bold color that would be, you know, office appropriate. So just try to find, you know, different things that still allow you to show your personality through your products. And that can be through your lipstick. And I would say, you know, find a good foundation. I mean, the foundation is the foundation, you know, of the look. So find a good foundation that can take you from a day look, that could also take you to a night as well.
Okay. Now, as far as like for newbies, you don't want to commit to any product because I really don't know. What's the best way to go about sampling products without committing to them first?
So I would definitely say come down to the Brown Beauty Co-op. This is why we're here. You get an opportunity to sample a lot of brands that you may not see in person, that a lot of them retail online. And so we call it the Brown Girls Playground, Beauty Playground, for a reason. Come in here, get a chance to play with makeup, play in all the makeup, try on different lipsticks, get a foundation match. There's no other place you can go to where we're matching foundation just for women of color here, right? And so that's a unique opportunity that you get by coming into the co-op.
Okay. Now talk about some brands that cater to our melon.
Sure. We have AJ Crimson, for example, who's a celebrity makeup artist and who started, a really awesome cosmetic line. He has a line of foundations that are made for brown women, and he has really great a really great range of lipsticks, from nudes to bold reds and purples. To metallic lip glosses. I would say that it's an easy line too. So if we think about newbies or beginners, this line is really accessible for that person. We have Danessa Myricks, which is another makeup artist who created some really amazing products, again, that are full of pigment and just products that are really for us. Another brand we have is Marie Hunter, which is a line of lipsticks, and it's really fun because a lot of women will come in and they might be afraid of like a red lipstick, but there's so many shades of red. So when you come into a store like this, there isn't just one shade of red where we're saying, hey, this is the red shade for black women. Like, we have reds that have different undertones, from warms to cool, to more brown undertones, to more like an orangey red. So that's really fun too, because you can come in and you can find that go-to red that suits your skin tone and suits your personality and suits whatever setting that you want to wear it to.
So what tools would a newbie need to get started? Just the basics.
I would say definitely a basic foundation brush is key, either a brush or a beauty blender. So you have an actual tool to put the foundation on is key. Some people don't have that. We do have a stick foundation, which is great too, because you can apply directly. But the blender helps to blend that out as well too. So that's essential. I would say a basic set of eye pencils is great. A brow pencil is will set you off. You can just wear a brow pencil and maybe like a pop of lip and keep it moving. So that's a crucial tool. I would say like a shadow brush at bare minimum to put your shadow on. It's a good sort of starting set of tools as well too. And then we also sell brushes as well too. So a good way to start off is like a brush set or a brush kit, which will give you your key fundamentals. Okay.
Now, I just want to talk more about this space because I love what you guys created here. Yeah. So I come in, I'm a newbie, where will you direct me first?
I really like to start with skin, because again, I do believe that your skincare routine is going to set up your makeup application. But if you have a skin routine that you love, we have our center tables where our main cosmetic brands are, and we have chairs there because we want to be able to really consult with you and have the opportunity to actually try the products on your face. And so that's where we would get started, is just having someone sit down, get comfortable, and just be ready to try a lot of different things, because you might come in here wanting one color, and I'm probably going to say, no, you should try this one. So just have some time, and we're just really going to play in products.
Okay. And then the last question, how will I know, or newbie will know, because I actually am a newbie, how would I know that I've mastered my everyday look, or how would I know that I've mastered it?
I would definitely say we have like a lot of wow moments in here. That's why I call them. So it's great because there's community. So often you're trying on lipsticks or foundation, and there's other like women of color, and when you hit that moment, because everybody in the store is like, oh, that looks amazing, okay, right? Or that lip looks great on you, or that foundation looks seamless. And so that's the type of environment that we've created here, where like you can walk out like knowing you have achieved like your everyday face that pops, that looks great on you, and you got an audience of women who will tell you if it does not, right? We're like, oh, that looks amazing. And so that's really part of the experience of the Brown Beauty Co-op.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
All right. More Style Access after the break. Welcome back, Kimberly and Amaya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So first we talked about the products. Now we want to put it in action. So we want to do a tutorial for the viewers.
Okay.
Okay, so can you tell us about some of the products that you selected?
Sure. I think what's most important is that I wanted to select easy products. This is for the everyday woman who has little time. And so what is most important, I would say, is the brows. That's one of the things that just brightens up your face and then also makes you look really youthful. So we have a brow pencil here. There's a spoolie on one end, and there's a pencil on the other end. This pencil does not work. Should I keep going? Okay. And there's a pencil on the other end. And what you do to get started is you just mimic the actual hairs on your eyebrow, okay? And then the spoolie, you just use that just to brush, because what you want to do is follow the natural line of your brows.
Okay.
And so advanced is if you want to just shape them and maybe carve them out, but just naturally, you just want to follow the shape of your natural brow and just fill it in.
So
and
get them arch, right? But then follow.
Yeah, and you're going to follow your natural arch.
Natural, okay.
And so you just brush them up, and then after that, you're just going to just fill it in. Pencil-like strokes, and that's it. And all you're really doing is filling it in. That's the beginner level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it really as easy as you say? Like, what about you have like heavy strokes? Do you go over it with something, or should you just be light, or does it
You
matter?
want to be really light.
Okay.
Yes, and you also want to remember that your brows are not twins; they're cousins.
Okay.
So you don't want them to look exactly alike, but you want them to look how they look naturally, but just fuller. And that's all you're doing with this pencil, is just making them a little bit fuller.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that is one thing. And then so we're going to go into, I guess, the top things that you need to have that go-to face. Brows is one and mascara is another. And so another thing when we're talking about, what's going to brighten up your face, mascara. And so you'll notice I'm focusing on the eyes first. And so we have your brows shaped, they're together. And now you just want to just apply light mascara to the lashes, the top lash. You do not need to do the bottom lash.
Okay.
It's not necessary. And what sometimes happens is when you do that bottom lash, you end up looking like you have like that spider web lashes.
Okay.
And so to avoid that, just stick to your top lash. Easy. It's easier that way.
Okay. How many coats would you say you should apply?
I would do about 2 to 3 coats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And so right there with the brow, the lashes, the eyes are already brightened. And then the next step is a lip. So Amaya has on a really bright lip.
I love it.
And so if you want to keep it simple, you don't really need much. Brighten your eyes and then focus on a nice lip. And so with this, we have this kind of like a little fuchsia color. It's bold. It's for those that want to do a pop of color and they aren't shy. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And so we just apply the lip, and then for this, you don't really need a lip liner. So lip liners are optional.
Okay.
If you don't want to use a lip liner, you can just use the lip by itself. In which Amaya did not use a liner today. She just used the lip color alone, and it just looks great. So you just follow the natural shape of your lips, and that's all you're doing. So you'll take that sharp edge of the lip, and that's what you're going to do to kind of carve it out and kind of outline your lip, and then just fill it in with the base of the lipstick.
So question, when do you use a lip liner?
So I like to use a lip liner if it's a color that I want to maybe, if I feel like it's not going to be defined on my lip.
Okay.
So I use it for definition, and I also use it to kind of play with color. So if I wanted to kind of play with the color, with the shade of this lipstick, I might use like a deep plum liner, and then just have like a little ombre effect. You could do that with a liner. So it's one, playful, or two, you can use it as a tool just to help define the lipstick and make sure everything's nice and neat.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what I have next is we have a foundation. This one is a foundation stick. And then we have a beauty blender. So I like a blender because it's multi-purpose. You can use it, one, to apply your foundation. You can also use it to apply your setting powder. And you can also use it to apply blush. Yeah.
Multi-purpose.
I use it for everything. Okay. So we have this blender, which we actually use, which is why it looks this way. And what you're going to do is first you're going to wet the blender. It's going to expand, and then you're just going to take whether you have a stick where you apply it directly to your face, or if you have a cream that's in a palette, just dip it in and then just apply it onto the skin and just press it. Press it all around.
How do you know when you have enough? I mean, I know you can see the product on, but how do you know it's enough for the full day?
Yeah, so it's going to be your desired coverage. So you can either do light coverage, you can do medium coverage, or full coverage.
Can you talk
So
through?
yeah,
Okay.
so a lot of women, like on everyday look, you want something that's really light. And so if you have any blemishes, you're looking just to kind of maybe cover those up. But for everyday light coverage, you're just looking for a nice, clean look. Okay, and then if you want more coverage, you just go in and maybe do like a second layer. Not really applying too much product, but you're just going in and you're pressing.
Okay.
And that's what this blender is doing. It's really just blending out the product on your face.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you do have any problem spots, you can then go in a second time and then just troubleshoot those different spots. And again, press it in and then blend it out. So everything is looking uniform and clean.
Okay, and we will know it's uniform. How do we know it's blended
Yeah.
if you're a newbie?
Right. You'll know it's blended because it's going to look clean. It's going to look like one shade.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And so lastly, I have some blush. And again, I like products that are multi-purpose. So this blush, you can use it, right at the apples of your cheeks. Right? I mean, you can also use this as an eyeshadow as well.
Okay.
So after you do that, you would take an eyeshadow brush, you can close, and then you would just press. Press at the base of your lid.
All right.
And then you can just blend it out.
Okay.
And so this is multi-purpose. It is a blush and it's eyeshadow. And then with there, you have a basic face. You have your eyes together, you have your brows shaped, you have a mascara that is opening up your eyes. Then you have an all over color, which is your foundation, which is going to give you that clean look.
Okay.
Then you have a pop of color on your lips. And then you're just going to finish it off with a light blush. And then if you want, you're going to just touch a little bit on your eyes.
Well, thank you, ladies. This knowledge that you have bestowed upon us is very helpful for our community. So thanks again.
Yes, thanks for having us.
All right. More style access after the break. Whether you've glossed over the nitty-gritty of each product or are just learning how to build a routine that fits your personality or schedule, this guide showed you how to keep it simple and approachable. This foundation of knowledge can also be your stepping stone into the more advanced, creative ways to use makeup. With practice, you will be an expert in no time. We want to hear from you. So if you haven't left us a review yet, please do so on our YouTube page and let us know what your biggest takeaway from this episode is, or let us know in general what you like about style access, or some ideas you may have for us to grow and better this show. Also, make sure to screenshot this episode today and tag and hashtag us at Style Access Show and Style True, and include our amazing guest, the Brown Beauty Co-op, to let us know what your biggest takeaway is. Until next time.